Hey Mom, I'm on TV. Oh, behave yourself. All these fights. Look, how about me and Mike on the same camera together? I'm named after this guy. It makes him more of a legend.
Yeah.
This man is a bona fide, living, alive legend.
And for me, obviously I've topped the bills in Vegas, London, all over the place. You name it, I've done it. There ain't shit that is out there that I haven't done already. And now I get to do the world's biggest stage. All eyes on me. And I get to knock out him. He's a good looking lad, I do like him. Probably got a big core as well, remember that, Francis? However, it's unlucky for him that he has to come across me.
If you know where I came from, you don't have to ask that question.
Come on. Get it out!
Surprisingly, Mike Tyson went with the Fury's team, and after discovering that Francis went crazy against Tyson, just after he discovered that news, Francis revealed everything about his fake friendship with Mike Tyson. He revealed even the contract that he obliged him to sign, and the clauses inside the contract were horrible. In fact, Mike took all the money that Francis did in the match against Tyson Fury. And it's not finished yet. It was a shocking revelation when Francis Ngannou came forward with the allegations that Mike Tyson had forced him to sign a contract with unfair and exploitative clauses. These clauses had left Ngannou financially destitute and unable to pursue his career as a boxer. The story began when Ngannou, seeking guidance and training to help him prepare for a high-stakes match against Tyson Fury, approached boxing legend Mike Tyson. Tyson, eager to share his expertise and build a connection with the young boxer, agreed to help. However, Tyson's supposed mentorship soon turned into a predatory relationship, as he allegedly forced Ngannou to sign a contract that stripped him of his rights and possessions. The contract included a unilateral termination clause, mortgage clause, and finally, a sexual misconduct clause. The unilateral termination clause, allowing Tyson to fire Ngannou at any time without reason or compensation. This gave Tyson immense power over Ngannou's livelihood, leaving him vulnerable to arbitrary termination and financial instability. Unilateral termination clause, a seemingly innocuous provision within the contract, held a sinister power over Ngannou's life. It granted Tyson the absolute authority to terminate their agreement at any point without justification or any obligation to provide compensation. This clause effectively placed Ngannou's entire livelihood in Tyson's hands, leaving him vulnerable to the whims of a man who had already demonstrated a willingness to exploit his position. Imagine Ngannou dedicating his heart and soul to training under Tyson's tutelage, pouring every ounce of his energy into preparing for the biggest fight of his career. Suddenly, without warning or explanation, Tyson could invoke the unilateral termination clause, severing their relationship and leaving Ngannou adrift. His dreams of boxing glory shattered. The financial implications were equally devastating. Ngannou, stripped of his income and unable to pursue other opportunities due to the non-compete clause, would find himself struggling to make ends meet. And that's exactly what Mike did to the poor Francis. In fact, once the fight was finished, the organization sent Francis's paycheck to Mike Tyson, and Mike took a big portion of this money, and he left for Francis just $100,000, while Mike made more than $10 million. But it's not finished yet. Mike also includes in the contract the mortgage clause. A symbolic shackle binding him to Tyson's exploitation would further entrap him, threatening to leave him homeless as well as jobless. This clause would require Ngannou to mortgage his home to Tyson as security for the contract. This would put Ngannou's personal property at risk, and it would make it very difficult for him to leave the contract if he felt that he was being taken advantage of. The mortgage clause, a chilling provision within the contract, served as a powerful tool of coercion, effectively enslaving Ngannou to Tyson's exploitation. It forced Ngannou to mortgage his home, his most precious asset, as security for the contract. This act of financial leverage placed Ngannou's personal property at grave risk, leaving him with no choice but to comply with Tyson's demands, no matter how exploitative or abusive they might become. By holding Ngannou's home hostage, Tyson wielded an immense power over his young protege's life. The threat of repossession loomed large, casting a shadow of fear and intimidation over Ngannou's every decision. Any attempt to break free from Tyson's clutches, to speak out against his mistreatment, or to pursue alternative opportunities would be met with the grim prospect of losing his home, his livelihood, and his very stability. And last clause Mike inserted in the contract is sexual misconduct clause. This clause would prevent Ngannou from making any accusations of sexual misconduct against Tyson. This would effectively silence Ngannou, and it would make it very difficult for him to seek justice if he was the victim of abuse. By incorporating a sexual misconduct clause into the contract, Tyson sought to silence any potential accusations of abuse against him, effectively stifling Ngannou's ability to seek justice. This clause served as a blatant attempt to suppress the truth and protect Tyson from the consequences of his alleged actions. The inclusion of this clause demonstrated Tyson's disregard for Ngannou's well-being and his predatory intent. It revealed a willingness to exploit his position of power to silence a potential victim of abuse, demonstrating a lack of respect for boundaries and a disregard for the potential harm he could inflict. This clause not only violated Ngannou's right to speak out, but also undermined the credibility of any potential accusations. By preemptively silencing Ngannou, Tyson sought to control the narrative and protect his reputation, effectively silencing the victim and allowing the abuse to continue. But why Tyson made this horrible things to Francis? Easy just for the money, because Tyson has a negative balance for over 50 million, and he need to make as much money as possible in the shortest time possible. Otherwise, the bank will leave him with nothing. And now that Tyson finished the job and took all the money from Francis, now it's the turn of Tyson Fury. In fact, the heavyweight champion is in big trouble because he called Mike to help him for the match against Usyk, the highly anticipated heavyweight bout between Tyson Fury and Alexander. Usyk is scheduled to take place on February 17th, 2024, in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. This much-awaited clash will unify the heavyweight division, crowning the undisputed champion of the world. Fury, the reigning WBC heavyweight champion, is known for his unorthodox boxing style and powerful punching ability. He is undefeated in 33 professional fights with 24 knockouts. Usyk, the WBA, IBF, WBO, and IBO heavyweight champion, is a skilled technician with a strong amateur background. He is undefeated in 20 professional fights with 13 knockouts. The two fighters have very different styles, which makes this matchup so intriguing. Fury is a tall, lanky fighter with a long reach, while Usyk is a shorter, more compact fighter with a strong left hand. Fury is known for his aggressive style, while Usyk is a more patient counterpuncher. This fight is a battle between two of the best heavyweight boxers in the world. It is a clash of styles, a clash of titans, and a clash that will determine who is the undisputed king of the heavyweight division. It is very difficult to predict who will win this fight. Both Fury and Usyk are very skilled and experienced fighters. Fury has the power advantage, while Usyk has the technical advantage. The outcome of the fight will likely depend on who can impose their style on the other fighter. If Fury can use his reach and power to keep Usyk at bay, he will be difficult to beat. However, if Usyk can get inside and land his left hand, he could knock Fury out. This fight is too close to call. It is a must-watch event for any boxing fan. In addition to the stylistic differences, there is also a personal rivalry between Fury and Usyk. Fury has been critical of Usyk in the past, and Usyk has responded in kind. This added layer of animosity could make the fight even more exciting. The winner of this fight will be crowned the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. This is a prestigious title that has been held by some of the greatest boxers of all time. The stakes are high, and the pressure will be immense. Regardless of the specific reasons behind Tyson's actions, it is clear that he took advantage of Ngannou's trust and vulnerability. His alleged behavior was unethical and exploitative, and it has caused significant harm to Ngannou's career and personal life. As for Tyson Fury, he should be aware of the risks involved in working with Mike Tyson. Given Tyson's history of financial problems and his alleged predatory behavior, Fury should take steps to protect himself and ensure that his earnings from the Usyk fight are not misappropriated. One way to mitigate the risk is to carefully review any contracts before signing them and to seek legal counsel to ensure that his rights are protected. Fury should also be cautious about sharing personal information with Tyson and should be wary of any requests for financial assistance. By taking these precautions, Fury can help to protect himself from potential exploitation by Tyson and maintain control over his finances and career. Thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button and subscribe, otherwise Mike will steal even your money.